We have some incredible news regarding Hololive OCG English Edition competitive play, and I've got some tips for you. Hello and welcome to the channel. We'll talk about all things card games and chill with friends. My name is Liam and today I want to talk about the Bloom Cup DX and some tips that I have for you regarding playing in tournaments. Now, if you are new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. And if you enjoy this video, please let me know by hitting that like button. Check out my other socials, link down in the description. And if you want to support the channel even further, please consider becoming a member and hitting that join button down below. But let's jump straight in. So the first thing I want to talk about actually is regarding Bushiroad Expo UK. Now, that is happening this weekend, Friday to Sunday, on the 24th to the 26th of October 2025. And I will be there on the Bushiroad stall at S900 if you want to be there and if you want to check it out. And I will be demonstrating the Hololive OCG to you guys. So I'm very much looking forward to it. Make sure you come along. Make sure you try out the game if you haven't already, or even if you have, still make sure you come down. They've got some incredible promos to give out like this. And yes, I hope to see a lot of you there. Moving on to the Bloom Cup DX 25-26 circuit. It starts off with the main challenge, where there will be over 30 events held at stores and conventions worldwide, where winners will have the invitation to attend the final challenge, which is basically a world finals. These events will be happening from November 25 till March 26, with the world finals happening in summer 2026 in Japan, which is really, really awesome. You're going to get exclusive promos for the event. You're going to get, for participating in the main circuit, you get a alt art of the first Bloom Iris, the one that got restricted, so only one copy of that is all you need. So yeah, you do get one of those. You also get a nice bushy Navi flare. These top 8 get a alt art version of the Rainier second from set 2, and the champion gets a Callie playmat, which she actually kind of spoiled on her latest opening stream, so good job, Callie. But in terms of where these are happening, they're happening all around the world. In the UK specifically, there's going to be a circuit event in Spellbound Games in London on the 8th of November, and then there's going to be another one, I believe it's on the 22nd of February. Check out the links in the Bushy Navi. If you check the link in the description, I'll put a link to the card up there. You can see all of the dates accordingly. But that's going to be happening in Patriot Games in Sheffield. In terms of the convention ones, I'll put a little link up here. But as you can see at the bottom, we are going to be getting one at BCS Manchester on the 22nd of March, which is day 2, the Sunday, which means it doesn't clash with Weisswarts, which is good. I'm glad I put that input in with the guys that organized it. I am very happy. But yes, I'm very much looking to play at the London Spellbound Games one, as well as the Patriot Games one. But for the BCS one, I'm probably not going to play in that one, purely because I want to ensure that we try and get this game out there, and I am putting myself out there to live stream from BCS for one, Weisswarts, and secondly, Hololive OCG. If you're interested and excited for that, please let me know in the comments. I want to see how much interest there is for a live streamed big event. And if we can get loads of interest and we can show that Bushiroad and cover that it's something that we really, really want to see, hopefully that means that they'll then live stream for the world finals, and hopefully they'll pick me as a commentator and I'll get to go to Japan. That would be neat. As part of the format though, they are limiting it to only 5 rounds of Swiss. There is no top cut and only up to 5 rounds. So if there is 9 to 16 players, it's 4 rounds, with the XO winner basically getting the invite to the final challenge. For 17 to 32 players, that is 5 rounds, with 1 player getting that 5-0 win and getting their invite. But for 33 to 64, 5 rounds is not enough to basically get a single winner. But what they have said is that all players that go XO, so realistically 2, maybe 3 players that finish with no losses during the 5 rounds of Swiss, all get an invite to the final challenge, which is amazing. I'm glad they've done that. There was a lot of worry about, oh, if there's 2 XOs, how are they going to decide who wins? And it was just by tiebreakers, and it'll be a lucky, oh, you went XO but you lost, sorry. No, every player that went XO will get the invite to the final challenge, which is amazing and a very, very good decision by Cover here. So yes, very, very excited for this event. Now, in preparation for the tournaments, I do want to give you some tips on how to make sure that you are ready for tournaments and what to take to tournaments, and just some advice regarding tournaments. Now, I know a lot of you have played in tournaments from other card games, especially Bushro games like Fleischwart, Shadowverse Evolve. But for those that haven't, and this is going to be your first tournament, I just want to share a little bit of advice from a seasoned tournament goer and head judge. So the first thing I recommend is have your deck list prepared at least the day before the tournament. I know that you will be probably testing decks and stuff ready for the tournament up until the day of the tournament, but before you go to bed the day before the tournament, please make sure you have got your deck list ready, and basically use that to go, look, this is my list, I am not changing it anymore, I've done enough testing, let's go with it. Don't be tempted on the day to change your list even further, unless of course you are, you're borrowing a card from a friend and they won't arrive until the day. Even then, you kind of know what your deck list is. Have that deck list ready and have a backup in case the cards that you're expecting to arrive don't arrive and you need to make sure you have a different deck. Have that list ready as well. Just be prepared with your deck list and make sure that it is correct. We are not too picky nowadays in regards to the rarity of cards. If you just did base rarity cards on your deck list, fair enough. When you do your deck list, make sure you use Bushy Navi, log in to the deck log at the bottom, and then you can have it all linked up to your account on Bushy Navi, so that when you actually allocate your deck registration, it's already saved on your account and easy to go. Do not do it on a random web browser where it doesn't save it. Don't just take the code, because you won't be able to allocate that to your Bushy Navi application. You have to do it through Bushy Navi, go into your deck log, and then assign the code. So yes, be wary of that. Another thing I recommend is ensure that you have spare sleeves and or over sleeves. The amount of times that during tournament you will shuffle your deck, a sleeve might get dinked. It might slightly rip. It happens. Of course it does. It's natural. So you will need to replace that sleeve during the tournament and tell a judge, or if a judge calls you out during top cut, actually there's not going to be top cut for this, so that's irrelevant. But if it was a top cut, a judge would do a deck check and go, oh, there's a damaged sleeve, you need to replace this. Just be wary of that. So I would make sure you've got some spare sleeves, some spare over sleeves if you're using them. And as recommendation for the official tournament play, they say that the sleeves for the main deck and your cheer deck must be different. There is no, I believe, actual requirement for the Oshi Holomem, but I would also recommend that being different as well, just to ensure that you don't get it wrong. I use the like the hard case covers for the Oshi Holomems, just to ensure that I do not get it wrong. They're worth having. I know a lot of people use them for leader cards for other card games. Yeah, that would be a strong recommendation for me as well, ensuring that your sleeves are all good and that you have spare sleeves. Next thing I recommend, and I know it sounds stupid, but make sure you've got water, make sure you've got hydration in some way. Having fluids throughout the day is really, really important. And the last thing you want is to play a game where you lose concentration because you're thirsty. Hydrate. I know people have it as a meme, but genuinely, hydrate. Next thing I want to suggest is only bring to the tournament what you need. So don't overbring deck boxes, don't overbring binders or collections. Bring what you need for the tournament, and then maybe something else a little extra for maybe some like casual play on the side of, away from the main tournament. Just don't overcomplicate things. And with your deck, make sure that your deck and everything you are using for the tournament is in a single deck box. Might mean you need to get a new deck box so it's slightly bigger, because obviously I know the standard ones, especially if you're double sleeving your cards, it doesn't fit with the Oshi, the main deck, and the cheer deck. It doesn't fit into a standard deck box. If you had a 80 plus card deck box or 100 plus, you should be fine, i.e. something from like MTG Commander. You would be fine with something like that, and that would fit more than enough cards. But your standard 60 card deck boxes will not work. So you may have to get a new deck box, but you can get them pretty cheap on Amazon and things like that. So yeah, strongly recommend that you ensure that all of your cards that you are using in the tournament are in one deck box and one deck box alone. And the final thing I recommend is make friends, meet the community, get to know people. It's always worth doing. The only way we're going to grow the community of this game is by going to tournaments, meeting like-minded people who play the game, and making friends and helping to grow the community. That's how we've got to do it. So have fun, make friends, and have a good tournament. But that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you are new here, please consider hitting that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed this video, please let me know by hitting that like button. Check out my other socials, link down in the description. And if you want to support the channel even further, please consider becoming a member from as little as £2 a month, hitting that join button down below. But apart from that, thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next one.